So we've been talking about young players. We gave a Rookie of the Year pick.
Thanks.
Now, this is a negative topic. This is going to go into a negative direction. Who are some
I hate
young
this topic,
players?
man. You crazy.
This topic.
Who are some young players that you've given up on?
Start with the boys over there. Go ahead, Joe.
Kevin Knox.
You liked Kevin Knox?
I thought he had potential, but
Hey, stop that,
The
Rev.
Fortnite suit told me everything I need to know about Kevin Knox. Right on draft day. That's all I needed to know. My Rookie of the Year in his class was Killian Hayes. So that's all I really need to say.
Killian Hayes has to be on everyone's list, respectfully to him.
He not on my
I
list.
got a bunch of guys.
But he's gonna defend regardless, so he gonna have a place in the NBA. But as far as
He might
what
get
I thought he
cut.
could be, I'm over
Is
that.
that what we basing this off of? Who we thought people was gonna be, or just guys that I just looked?
Just guys that you believed in that now you're like, how did I believe in him?
Oh, I got a
For
few.
some reason, I believed in CJLB as well. I thought he was.
Oh
on
my
my
God! I'm cutting this mic. I'm doing it, bro.
Unlock the door. Start the car. Grab me a burger while you out.
Bro, it's
This
crazy.
motherfucker. What?
CJ
What college he went to?
I'm muted. I don't even know. But when
Right,
he
so
came
how
to the
would you believe
Blazers,
it? No,
when he
yeah,
came
we
to
not
the
doing that. We
Blazers, I
not doing
thought he was
it.
going
You
to be
cannot be a
something
believer just because he went to a team you like.
So I'm with
What's his best attribute? What's his best trait?
I didn't
His
see-
hair.
Yeah, I didn't see much of. I didn't see much. No, when I saw him on the court. There wasn't many positive
So you're
aspects.
telling
of
me
him.
you're a believer in somebody without knowing their best trait of their game?
Wait, so you a Portland fan?
There was no good.
He is
one of his
he's a
teams.
Portland fan, a Bulls fan, a Spurs fan.
Oh, he's just
Yo,
like
he's
you.
down.
There
This is
you
Red
go.
Part 2.
There
It's
you
Red
go.
Part 2.
Shout out to you, gang.
It was one more team too. It was one more
Bulls-
team.
Y'all
Bulls
said I was a
Nation.
Jazz fan because I
A
love.
Jazz fan. He was a Jazz.
You all
fan.
the- you all the-
Wait, what are these teams?
He like
bro?
poverty teams.
I was gonna say these are all like whatever teams.
This exercise and this question is hard for me because
Just name Cam Reddish.
Stop.
I still believe in Cam Reddish.
Yeah, don't do
because
that.
It's like
The
for,
Cam
for
Reddish
me,
belief
it's
never gone.
it's stupid to give up on a guy that's that young. He's 23. That's just idiotic. And then it's like some guys I don't believe in guys. Like a lot of guys I believe in, they took off. Some guys just they ain't.
He's just
be
a
on
perfect
shit.
scout.
No, I'm just saying, who I feel like let me down. I don't feel like nobody let me down. Kevin Knox let me down.
Y'all gotta
I'm
stop.
a Knicks fan.
This was a hard list. A
But
guy.
I'm gonna say some shit. Fuck it. It is what it is. He ain't let me down, but I called it and I predicted it. I don't think Kobe White really liked that. How some of these other Bull fans thought he was.
I
when he
don't-
first
I
got
don't-
drafted.
I got Kobe Bryant on my list too, bro.
I hated that pick. That pick was
I didn't want to
ass.
go there because Kobe White. He
gonna have a long NBA
He's
career
been on the
as a-
show. You know, he's been on our show.
Yeah.
We fuck with Kobe, but this ain't personal.
He ain't
I
that
just
good.
don't think that.
Not number 7 overall. Type,
Yeah, I hated that pick. I did not want us to pick Kobe White.
Oh, that's a first because a lot of Bull fans thought that was their point.
Oh,
guard.
man.
Riv's
Who
been
else was on the
consistent.
board at that
It
point?
was supposed to be MPJ.
It should have been MPJ.
It
Was
should
he,
have been
wait, what-
MPJ.
I don't
wait,
care.
was he in that draft? I don't think he was in
I
that
feel
draft.
like
I can't
listen,
even fault them.
MPJ
hindsight-
like
That's an
15.
entirely different draft.
No,
That's
because
not-
no. Y'all took
That's
Wendell over
Wendell
MPJ.
Carter.
That's Wendell
So then
draft.
was that the Cam Reddish draft?
Yes, it's a Cam
We
Reddish draft.
should have
Yeah, we
picked
cool.
Cam. I don't
cool.
care.
That
We
would have
should've-
been
Y'all
that would have been better
they
than Kobe
got
White. At
Cam.
least Kobe
Cam
White's
got a
on the
different
court.
career right now.
Yeah, we
So
should have picked Cam. We
anti-Bulls.
picked Kobe White.
Kobe White gets on the court.
We picked Kobe White to be a backup point guard in the league
That was a
at
bad
7.
yeah,
that don't
that's
make sense
terrible
to me.
decision.
Hey, come
Terrible
on, bro.
decision.
Like,
That's
that
what
pick-
the Kings just did with Davion Mitchell.
Well, the Kings are the Kings.
Show
They're
some respect.
poverty.
All right, come on.
He's a backup.
Go ahead, Mike.
I feel like I don't know, man. I think that he could have. Let me start over. Like he didn't
Like
do
he
shit
filming
at
a
all.
TikTok or something.
No,
Hold on,
'cause
let me start, let me
he
start.
didn't do shit at all. But Jared Culver, when he was first coming out, or I said
Jared Culver.
Jared Culver, when he first came in, I thought
that's
he was
your
gonna be a
guy.
decent
He was
wing,
supposed to be good.
but he didn't do shit. So I was
Yeah.
like, I didn't have no
That's a-
expectations.
He
After the
attorney
fir-
run,
That's the
right?
first year I didn't expect anything.
That's a great
That's
pick,
a very
man.
I
good
didn't
pick.
say that, so I just didn't know.
Jared
very
Culver's
good
a good pick. I'll start off on this side.
Okay.
KB ain't even go, bro.
No,
he
he
did.
did. He did.
He said Killian
He did.
Hayes.
Killian Hayes.
Killian.
Killian.
He got to be on everyone's list.
Yeah, I mean.
I thought Killian was definitely going to be better than he was, but I gave up on Killian after his rookie year. After like the summer league, after his rookie year, when I saw that he didn't do anything in summer league, that's when I gave up on him right there. Nikhil Alexander-Walker is one for me.
He's
I don't know how I feel.
I'm not ready for that.
I don't know how I feel about that one either.
I feel like I thought he was going to be better. Maybe it is
and
because
he's
he's
SGA
Shay's
cousin.
cousin.
That just don't make sense to me.
Yeah. And then these next two are probably not
better
like,
cousin.
Yeah, right.
so whatever. Next one is Kara Lewis. But I don't know how much of that is because he's not that good of a player
Oh, man,
or because
I'm
of
hating your
opportunity.
picks.
He tore his ACL.
I hate all your
Yeah.
picks. All your picks ain't like a lot of the guys I named. It's because they showed me like, oh, he ain't like that. You just naming guys because they ain't like. When has Nikhil Alexander Walker showed that he's like a bum?
But Pierre,
He couldn't play for a team that
you
wasn't
just
trying to
said
win.
that you don't miss on your picks. You didn't really give a pick.
Top ACL.
You just said you don't miss.
I just gave you Kobe White, but I'm just saying I predicted that he wasn't gonna be on shit.
Yeah, but
He averaged 15 in the league. Now he ain't no star, but 15. It's easy to score.
Wait, hold
15.
up.
I
If
didn't
you
say he's a bum, but
if
y'all-
you're
a lot
giving
of Bull fans thought he was a point guard of the future, and since day one, I said that's not it. He's a 6 man at best.
if you're giving Kobe White that much slack, how doesn't Nikhil Alexander Walker, Kira Lewis deserve that same slack?
Nikhil Alexander Walker wasn't a 7th overall pick.
Fair.
He was a lottery pick.
Kira Lewis literally was hurt. What do you want him to do?
But when when he's played, he hasn't gotten much burn.
You're not feeling this one?
When has
I
he
got
played?
5.
5 people.
But I feel like not playing contributes to some degree to like how good of a player you are because that means in practice you aren't doing much.
That's not what that means. I've seen a lot of players
In
be in a
some
situation where they don't
situations.
play for a certain coach and they go elsewhere and they thrive. How many times have we seen that?
It's a good amount. It's true.
You have a good
Could
point.
happen with
But
Kobe.
with the Pelicans right
Kobe
now,
who?
Kobe White.
He's garbage.
Are
Who
we-
should
I know,
Kira
but he
Lewis
got-
be playing
he got a new
over?
coach, you know, when
he
got
can't
drafted.
play over anybody right now. He's not playing over CJ. He's not playing over Jose Alvarado or Devontae Graham. So
He should be competing with Devontae Graham. He is ass.
Yeah, Devontae Graham's not that good.
And
So-
the only
Looks
reason
like
they
G Herbo.
played Devontae over him initially was because he was a rookie and they had just paid him. You know, organizations pay guys. We hear coaches say all the time, it's a political game. They don't want to sit guys who they just paid. They rather get their money's worth with them.
But
If
Jose
we just being
Alvarado
honest.
was just undrafted and earned significant playoff
Jose
minutes for
Alvarado
that
could
team.
guard. He
can.
can
Yeah.
guard.
And he's
He's a pest.
playing under a different coach who didn't sign off on Devontae Graham. He's playing under Willie Green now, who rewards more of what Jose Alvarado is
Also,
doing.
Kira Lewis Jr. was injured too.
Literally injured.
That's the one part that you got to, like, they have a
You
strong
can say the
point.
same thing for Killian Hayes.
Hey man,
though.
that's your list, man.
All right, before
Some of
you
the
go,
other guys
you
that
have
I
5.
mentioned, they literally showed me with time and opportunity, whether it was small or large, that they just weren't good, productive players. I got way more players on my list, but I feel like they eat Bo ain't on
I
shit.
got Bobo on my shit too.
There's a
bro.
reason
I
he
thought
was
the
in
same
the
way.
green
Okay,
room,
you know what?
But
How-
Bobo was
Kevin
also a
Knox-
second
Kevin
round.
Knox literally played minutes and showed us that he isn't a productive player. Gogo Badotse with the Pacers. I'm giving up. Like these dudes, Frank Ntilikina is on my list.
You was locked
he
in
got
on Gogo?
ample minutes.
What about
and he hasn't
Poku?
shown us shit.
What
Zach
about Poku?
Collins was in a rotation. Zach Collins ain't on a crumb. That nigga still young. If you don't know,
He got a nice bag for somebody that ain't
they
playing
ain't
2
did
seasons.
shit.
Yeah.
They gotta look into that. That's tampering. They
What-
spend money on nothing.
What about Poku?
Poku's
Who?
Poku.
Pokachevsky.
OKC.
Yeah,
Poku went down to the G. It wasn't no shit in the G League. So I'm like, that's rough.
I even cut him some slack because I think what the Thunder are doing is very detrimental to their own players. You cannot have 12 players who all need growth. So there's no 12-man rotation. So somebody in their organization, even outside of him, is going to fall off. Darius Baszler is taking a big hit, Poku. And I think in this upcoming year, we probably going to add 2 more guys. Somebody ain't going to do some shit in OKC this year because it's literally so many bodies.
Do you,
So-
do
so
you feel the
Pee-wee,
same
I
way about
seen-
Orlando? Real quick, do you feel the same way about Orlando?
No,
It's
because
so early for Orlando.
I don't think Jonathan Isaac was on my list as well. I'm giving up on Jonathan Isaac. He only 25. I'm done with that. I'm watching man's with that. But I feel like a lot of these guys kind of set in stone.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I get
like
it.
they got Markel and Cole Anthony, but I think Paulo and Franz is locks. Wendell is a lock. You know what I mean?
I get
But
it.
they're-
They've shown
Wendell
more
has been
earlier
in the
in their
league for a while,
development.
too.
I get it.
So Riv, who's your players?
Oh, he wanted to go in front of me.
Yeah, really quick. I'll give mine. You guys mentioned Killian Hayes 100%.
Taylor Horn Tucker?
No, I'm not going to mention
Uh-oh.
that one. That's a soft spot.
I have him on my list.
I got him on my
Let me
list.
tell you,
I got him on my
I
list
think
too.
he just needs more opportunity though. If he went to a
100
different team, I feel like he would thrive.
feel like
there.
He was a role player in the pro-am.
He's talking 100% facts. If he left and played for a
He
different
said he's a
team,
role player in the pro-am.
Oh,
I think that's facts. I
feel
think
like
if
I've
he goes
seen-
to
I've
another
seen enough
team, I
with
think that he'll
THT.
actually. It's playing with LeBron, something about it that
you
you just
can't
can't
develop
Like
go
he
as
for.
a
should
young
learn how to
player
play
playing
with
with
LeBron,
LeBron.
bro. That
I know, I get it, but not everyone's meant for it. Jordan Clarkson left, and he goes to Utah and becomes one of the best 6 men in the league.
I mean,
He
always
doesn't
had that in
deserve
him.
to be meant for it.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, if you
Jordan
feel that way.
Clarkson always had.
Yeah, if you watch Jordan before, he
I'll tell
always
you what.
had that
I'll tell you
bag
what.
in.
That's
Jordan
a fact.
Clarkson in
I could've
Cleveland
seen
was
that.
horrible.
No,
Rookie
but-
Jordan
I'm
Clarkson
saying
was a
if you
dog
watch
with the
Jordan
Lakers.
Clarkson from Missouri,
no,
he always had that bag in him. Like
I
it
don't
was
disagree,
always.
but when
I'm
he
just
came
saying,
to
talent
when he-
wise, THT isn't on the level
when
of
the
Clarkson.
and the
He's
moment
not.
Jordan,
also,
he was older.
but Jordan with the Cavaliers was nothing.
Because of the city, he had to be
Compared
a
to what he
spot-up
was with
shooter.
Utah.
LeBron, when you play with LeBron, you're a spot-up shooter.
Okay.
Jordan
See,
is
in
an
your bag.
ISO
She's not
player.
doing that.
You're making
Jordan
a
is an
difference.
ISO
ISO
bag
bag.
player.
That's a good
Once
point.
you
You know
get
the
out,
game.
once you set him away, Jordan
Let
Clarkson
him
went
know
to
you know the
Utah,
game.
6-man, bag work. Yo, Jordan, go in, go get
And
buckets. Simple.
Drew, don't let him talk to you like that. You had an opinion. Stand on.
Nah,
it.
but he's honestly
I'm
making a good point.
instigating. I'm
No,
instigating.
but no, for sure. But you're making a solid point because
Yeah.
you see it now with Utah. He has the
Certain players got
the
to play with
opportunity.
LeBron. That's all
Fair
it is.
enough. Fair
That's
enough.
all it is.
Y'all ain't trying to make this nasty though.
No.
I'll be honest with you. We playing a very safe game with all of these names. Who's some guys that ain't fell off yet, but you just ain't a believe.
So,
That's some shit. Get
one of
some
mine,
shit popping.
Isaac
Y'all wanna take it
Okoro.
there.
Isaac Okoro is one of those for me. I just
What?
Yeah, Isaac Okoro. I'm not a huge fan.
Now
of
we
his.
talking.
Defensively, he was supposed to come into the league, be this defensive
amazing
presence. No, he is
defensively.
not actually.
Go ahead and run your numbers. Go
Opponent
ahead.
shot 43.7% from the field against Okoro. You know who had better defensive stats?
Do you even know the
Devin
league
Booker,
average?
Reggie Jackson.
Devin Booker don't guard who Isaac Okoro guards.
Regardless of that fact,
No, you can't
Isaac
say
Okoro,
regardless of that.
Isaac Okoro came into
guards
this
the
league,
best player on every team on the perimeter.
and he does.
Devin Booker
he does a poor
not
job.
do that.
And also
What do you mean he
offensively,
does a
what
poor
does
job?
he
That's
offer
40
to you?
What's the league average?
You're defending your boy
What's the
Isaac
league
Okoro.
average?
You tell me.
You got the stats. I don't
But
got
I'm
the
just
stats in
telling.
front of me.
But Devin Booker, who's a supposed not a great defender.
Who does he guard?
I mean,
Does
guys
Devin
on the
Booker go
perimeter?
play the Clippers? He guards Paul George? Hell no.
Probably not.
He does not.
Probably
He doesn't
not.
guard Kawhi either. But
Probably
Isaac
not.
Okoro had to go in a playing game against the Nets and go switch on Kyrie and Kevin Durant. What you think
This
he's
is about
supposed
the
to
regular
do?
season. I'm not talking just the playoffs.
But I'm saying what you think
And
he's
even-
supposed to do.
let's
That's
talk,
his job.
Let's talk offensively, right? Because
Okay, offensively, you got it.
we give Thibault slack because he's
Offensively, you got it.
unplayable at times, and
Offensively, you got it.
defensively, he's
Offensively, you
definitely
got it.
better than Okoro. Because offensively, you're going to tell me that Thibault isn't better than Okoro
He missed the
defensively?
open layup in a playoff game.
Okay, we're talking
Isaac
now.
Okoro ain't
Okay,
never
so
do
let's,
no
all
shit
right,
like
so
that.
let's go back to offense, which is what I
Let
agree
him
with.
go. I'm fucking with this.
Let's go back to offense, right?
What's-
Because
offense what? They both garbage.
Exactly, but
you can't-
defensively, I'm taking Thibault, and you tell me you're not taking Thibault, you're crazy.
I'm saying Isaac is 21 years old. Thibault's like 24. That he has time.
He does have time, but even still, he came into the league supposed to be this
But you
defensive
not- but you-
lockup
but you talking
defensive
about-
player. He's not that.
Okay.
He's not that.
What's the
especially
league
on this
average?
defensive unit that's
What's
supposed
the
to be great.
league average?
Joel, are you looking that up, or I'm curious?
I'm not looking.
Okay,
I thought.
regardless. I'm just listen.
wait, hold
the
on, hold
fact
on.
that Reggie Jackson and Devin Booker have better
They
defensive
don't
percentages.
guard nobody.
Hold on. Let me just be the voice
I
of
do
reason.
believe
here.
that's a flawed stat, though.
It is a
I'm
flawed
with
stat.
Riv on this one.
Yeah, look, I will be the voice of reason here. For you to call him out on that stat and you not have the league average, I think it's disappointing. I was hoping
It's
for
also
you
a
to-
I
little
didn't think he was going to run it with
you're,
stats.
you're minimizing my point.
No,
there
because I watch
don't know.
Cleveland games. That's
I don't
what I'm saying.
think.
I've seen him
I don't
guard
think
the best.
Okoro's
He
a
does
bad
good
defender.
job.
I don't
He's a
think
good
Okoro's a bad
defender.
defender.
He's not as good as he was supposed to be.
Why?
Nowhere
Because he
near.
can't guard elite players.
I mean, when you're picked in a top 5, you got to come in and be great at something. He's
fair.
not great
That's
offensively. He's not, and I wouldn't even say he's great defensively.
You said bad though. I didn't like when you said bad.
Okay, fine.
Bad was crazy.
Fine.
He's a good
Semantics,
defender.
I'm fine with that.
He's a good defender.
We got to see. I got to see it more. But I'm worried because offensively, it's going to get to the point where he's unplayable.
If you said that you don't believe in Okoro because he's not a good offensive player,
Correct. But
you should have
but
stopped
no,
there.
But no, fair
No,
enough
no,
if you want to
no,
say that. But
no,
also
yeah.
to that point, we see Thibault, who's definitely a better defensive player, and there's moments where you cannot play him because offensively he is a liability.
I agree. That doesn't happen a lot to Isaac Okoro.
He's got different situations.
Great cutter. He's a great
Ain't
cutter.
out of
He's a
this
great
world, bro.
finisher. He gets in the spots. He
Yeah.
just can't hit the threes. That's all. And that's going to be worked on. But he can do things. Matisse can't make open layups.
can't.
Isaac
Matisse
Okoro
isn't
can
really
actually
good at all.
do that.
On
Like, he's a
offense, no
good
doubt.
finisher. Good
Okoro's
cutter.
21 too.
Hey, come
20.
on.
Their situations are different too. You got
No,
Okoro
definitely.
in Cleveland, and
Definitely. And another guy that I had, I don't know if you had him, I apologize, Aaron Neesmith. On 11 minutes of opportunity this season, averaged 3.8 points, shot
Didn't do
27% from behind the arc. That's 10% lower than the season before. I'm definitely done with that.
you're not even him in Indiana, maybe getting a chance to play. Nothing.
no.
They'll move
Well,
you a
yeah,
little
I
bit.
think he can have a much
He's
better.
He's got at least
He
a
gonna
chance
bring
to play.
something
Like
to
he
a
could
team.
get burned
He's
out
going to
for
get
the first
opportunity,
time.
but even still,
Okay.
The
So-
moment Aaron Neesmith was drafted, I came on the podcast or through the wire, and I said it's gonna be tough for him because he's coming into the NBA already looked at as a sniper. He shot historically,
Stupid. Yeah, crazy.
so he comes in already with that label. I just felt,
You ain't say it to his face though when he was on our show.
of course not, because I don't want to see him fail, but I just know it's gonna be tough. I do think the new situation can help him, but I want to hear Joel go back to his list.
Okay, I'll go.
And I want to hear him talk spicy because I feel like, again, this whole segment, it was used as a very light say to pick out players who we all know. Kevin Knox is our obvious pick. Killian Hayes is easy. Who do you think that's nobody's talking about or on their ass yet that just ain't impressing you? You just don't see it. Shout out to Drew for setting the tone. He put out Isaac Okoro. I respect that. Because everybody ain't gonna live on that edge. It's easy to point out these guys we've been pointing out, myself included. It's easy to say ball.
Okay.
Who is the guys that is like, okay, they solid, but you just like, it ain't working for me.
You want me to get really spicy?
Let's go.
I'll get really spicy.
This is a 2-on episode with Through the Wire.
All right, let me ask y'all while he looks. You got it?
No. I got what?
No, the player in mind.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I'm actually just going through the draft right now, but I will say this. Back to the Isaac Okoro thing. I just searched up Isaac Okoro defense on Google. The first article that came up was from Cleveland.com. The headline of it is Isaac Okoro putting clamps on opponents, becoming priceless defensive piece of Cleveland Cavaliers resurgence.
What year is this?
He locks, bro.
This was 2022, January 19th. In the middle of the season.
I got mine in May. That was what my analytics that I got from are pretty recent.
End of the season.
I don't even think he played in May. But word.
No, you write your articles and come on, bro. What are you
got
doing?
the playing game.
That's your guy. I understand. I understand why you get a little defensive.
Remember we went to that playing game?
That was your guy
Was he the
that
one
draft?
missing shots?
Open threes. He's missing, but he can't shoot threes.
No, we were watching the shoot around, and bro did not make a single corner three.
Yeah, I know it's good to knock a guy down, but when he gets better,
listen. I was asked to
going into year 3
to step up to the plate.
This would be his third year.
Got time.
All right, real quick while he looks that up. Your guys.
Yeah.
All right.
Can I name my guys? I didn't even name my guys.
He didn't. Let me go ahead, Riv.
Well, mine is really quick. I got Dante Exum. He's a bum. I got Isaiah Briscoe. He failed the city. I feel like he was supposed to.
That's unfortunate.
He was supposed to go crazy. Trayvon Duvall is another one. He ain't even get to make the league fully. And
man, you naming all these easy ones.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He's just my guys. Oh, Dennis
spicy.
Dennis Smith Jr. That's
a disappointing one.
These are the ones just hurt me mentally. No, those are my 4. I don't got no spicy ones. Those are just the ones that hurt me mentally.
I got spicy ones.
What's your spicy?
It's really spicy ones. You got Pierre challenged me. And he challenged me. Now it's really time for me to go crazy. Okay. DeAndre Ayton is my guy. Not guys that I
like that.
Not that I don't like them. DeAndre Ayton was drafted over Luka, over Trae Young, even Jaren Jackson Jr. All guys I think that are better than DeAndre Ayton. What you see Wendell doing in Orlando, I don't think is far off from what he can do in Phoenix if he's in that same situation. DeAndre Ayton just got a max. And I don't even think he's going to be an all-star in the duration of his contract. He's the first overall pick, and we have questions about him being an all-star. So that's a player that I've mostly given up on because I've seen players like Jalen Smith match his production one given time in Phoenix, and then they traded Jalen Smith. My other guy.
That's an incredible answer, bro.
Nah, I tell you what, you just went crazy.
My other guy.
I don't think there's gonna be. I don't think there's gonna be a better answer that you can get.
Yeah, you could leave that one.
I thought you was gonna say Pat Williams.
I'll say. Well, yeah, he's definitely up there. Another one is
Riv and KB. Y'all Bull fans. Y'all ain't got nothing to say. Yeah, Derek, you're a Bulls fan.
Nope.
Pat Williams done for?
Still all-time high stock, baby.
Nah, I still got a little belief in Pat Will also.
Live in my boy.
Another
Baby
one
Claw
for me.
still?
Baby Claw.
Another one for me is not because of necessarily his skill as a player, but mostly due to injury and circumstance. Jaren Jackson Jr. I legitimately feel like the Memphis Grizzlies are a leap from him away, being consistent offensively. To being a legit championship contender. Because right now, look at the Grizzlies. It's Ja Morant and a bunch of depth, but they don't have that second star. Jaren Jackson was inefficient offensively. He came into the league as a guy who can shoot the three at a high clip, at efficiently, and he's shooting around 34% from there, which is not good enough for him. So if he doesn't take that leap, Memphis is going to be stuck where they are right now.
So you're not high on you pretty much. He just made all defensive team.
Yeah, he's also out for a duration of the season because he's hurt.